Nike just did us an even bigger favor. Not only are they releasing one Caitlin Clark sneaker, but two. That's right. Two exclusive Caitlin Clark releases are dropping this year. Remember those viral rumors claiming Nike had pulled the plug on Caitlin Clark's signature shoes? Yeah, those aged like milk. Not only were they wrong, they were hilariously wrong. Nike didn't just stay in the game, they doubled down. So let's break it down. The first Caitlin Clark Nike shoe, the Nike Kobe Protro Indiana Fever Edition, is set to drop on June 1st, 2025. Then, as the WNBA postseason heats up, Nike is rolling out a second pair, the Kobe Protro Light Armory Blue, dropping on October 1st. These aren't just generic colorways with Clark's name slapped on them. These are calculated moves, strategic, intentional, and symbolically powerful. Now, let's address the misinformation. About a month and a half ago, a content creator claimed these shoes were cancelled. That was pure clickbait. Social media went into a frenzy. Sneaker forums exploded, and fans debated Nike's strategy like it was the stock market. The real question was, why would Nike invest $28 million in Clark just to abandon the first release? The answer is simple. They wouldn't. The shoes are coming, and they're coming strong. Despite the rumors, Nike stayed silent. No denials, no clarifications. That vacuum gave trolls free rein to push their narratives. People started questioning Clark's star power, Nike's commitment to women's basketball, and the entire deal itself. But here's the reality. Instead of rushing to market with a generic Caitlin Clark sneaker, Nike was crafting something iconic. They weren't looking for a one-season wonder. They wanted to connect Clark to basketball immortality. And that's where Kobe comes in. By launching Clark's debut sneakers under the Kobe Protro line, Nike is making a statement. These aren't just basketball shoes, they're legacy pieces. The Kobe Protro Indiana Fever Edition is more than just a sneaker. It's a torch being passed from one of the game's greatest to the sport's brightest rising star. Kickfinder broke the internet when they confirmed the June 1st release date. Over 100,000 views in a day, sneakerheads buzzing, and the timing couldn't be better. Clark will have a full rookie season under her belt, national TV audiences locked in, and momentum at an all-time high. Nike is betting this will be the moment to launch her sneaker era, and they're not wrong. Now let's talk design. The Indiana Fever branding is embedded into the Kobe Protro colorway, firmly tying Clark's identity to her team and the league she's helping to elevate. Nike isn't half-stepping. They're making Clark the face of their women's basketball campaign. And yes, these shoes come with a premium price tag. Not because Nike is greedy, but because Clark moves product. Her jersey sales are through the roof. Her games are pulling NFL-like viewership numbers. If anyone can justify a high-end sneaker debut, it's Caitlin Clark. For those still doubting, just try getting your hands on her jersey right now. The demand is real. And Nike is about to capitalize on it in a big way. Now, let's shift gears and talk about another Nike experiment, A'ja Wilson. She finally got her signature shoe this year, but it barely made a ripple. No sellouts, no sneakerhead hype, just polite applause on Instagram. Nike rolled the dice on Wilson, but the market didn't respond. Meanwhile, Clark's sneaker buzz is already eclipsing Wilson's before the shoes have even dropped. The numbers don't lie, and Nike has been paying attention. Nike is betting big on Caitlin Clark because they need a win. After a shaky financial year, they needed a game changer. And Clark? She's that game changer. A ratings magnet, a jersey-selling powerhouse, an arena-filling sensation, and soon-to-be sneaker icon. The timing of these Clark releases isn't random, it's strategic. Nike tried to manufacture hype with Wilson, but Clark is the organic star they needed. So let's set the record straight. Caitlin Clark's sneaker era isn't just rolling out, it's being orchestrated like a billion-dollar brand launch. The Kobe Protro Indiana Fever Edition isn't just another shoe. It's Clark-specific, designed with personal details that scream, "Welcome to the Clark era." Now, sneakerheads are already strategizing how to cop a pair, and fans have June 1st circled on their calendars. And then comes the next big drop, the Kobe Protro Light Armory Blue on October 1st. This one's different. It's not tied to the Indiana Fever. It's Caitlin's own identity, separate from any team branding. This is the first real step toward her own sneaker line. And let's talk rarity. 2 sneaker drops in 1 calendar year for an athlete without a signature shoe? That's practically unheard of. Most players are lucky to get 1 collab. Clark is getting a 2-part rollout, A carefully timed strategic move from Nike. And if you think Nike is stopping here, think again. This is the build-up, the market test, the groundwork for a full-blown Caitlin Clark signature shoe in 2026. Every drop, every sellout, every review is Nike gathering data, tracking demand, and fine-tuning what will likely be the most anticipated women's basketball signature shoe in recent history. This isn't hesitation, it's precision. Nike is playing the long game with Caitlin Clark. They're not just rolling out sneakers, they're building a legacy. Clark isn't just wearing greatness, she's redefining it. And Nike is making sure the whole world watches her do it. Are you ready for the Clark era? Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing. And stay locked in, because this is only the beginning. Nike is doing us an even bigger favor, releasing not just one, but 2 Caitlin Clark sneaker drops this year. Remember those viral rumors claiming Nike had slammed the brakes on Caitlin Clark's signature shoes? Yeah, those aged like milk. Not only were they wrong, they were hilariously wrong. Nike didn't just stay in the game, they doubled down. That's right, Caitlin Clark isn't just getting one shoe, she's getting 2. And both drops are already turning heads, shattering narratives, and setting up a new sneaker era in women's basketball. So, let's break it down. The Caitlin Clark Nike Kobe Protro Indiana Fever Edition is set to release on June 1st, 2025, but that's just the beginning. As the WNBA postseason heats up, Nike will drop a second pair, the Kobe Protro Light Armory Blue on October 1st. These aren't just slapped-together colorways with a Clark tag. These are calculated moves, smartly timed, deeply intentional, and symbolically powerful. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Those misleading reports that claimed Caitlin Clark's Nike deal was in trouble. A video from a content creator claimed these shoes were cancelled. That, my friends, was pure clickbait. Let's rewind to the panic moment for a second. Those early whispers that Nike had bailed on Caitlin's shoe deal set social media ablaze. Fans were confused. Commentators were furious. TikTok turned into a conspiracy theory breeding ground. People were debating sneaker economics like it was the stock market. And everyone, from hardcore hoop heads to casual Clark supporters, was asking the same thing. Why would Nike invest $28 million just to vanish before the first box hit shelves? Well, the truth is far from what the rumors suggested. Nike wasn't pulling back. They were playing the long game. Instead of rushing a Caitlin 1 to market, they were crafting something iconic. They didn't want a one-season wonder. They wanted to connect Clark to basketball immortality. And that's where Kobe comes in. By launching her debut drops under the Kobe Pro line, Nike isn't just making sneakers, they're making a statement. This isn't just a branding decision. It's a passing of the torch from one of the game's greatest to the brightest rising star in the sport. Now, let's talk about this Kobe 5 Indiana Fever Edition. This is the shoe some claimed was getting cancelled. But sources like Kickfinder confirmed its release, breaking the internet with the news. Over 100,000 views later, the buzz is undeniable, and the timing? Absolutely dialed in. June 1st, 2025 drops right as Clark kicks off her second WNBA season. She'll have a full rookie year under her belt, national TV audiences locked in, and sky-high momentum. Nike is betting this will be the moment to unleash her sneaker era, and they're not wrong. But let's not overlook the design strategy either. The Indiana Fever branding is baked into the Kobe 5 colorway, grounding Clark's identity not just in her personal brand, but in the team and league she's elevating. Nike isn't half committing here. They're tying her story to a franchise transformation and using her as the centerpiece of their women's basketball campaign. And let's be real, Caitlin Clark moves product. Her jersey sales have been out of control. Her game broadcasts are pulling in NFL-style viewership. If anyone can justify a high-end sneaker debut, it's Caitlin Clark. This isn't speculative hype, it's cold, hard market power. But here's where things get even more interesting. The second drop, the Kobe Protro Light Armory Blue, is different. It's not fever-themed. It's not tied to a team. This is the beginning of Clark's own brand identity. Separate, distinct, and ready to stand on its own. 2 shoe drops in 1 calendar year for a player without a signature line? That doesn't just happen. It's practically unheard of. Most athletes get 1 collab if they're lucky, maybe a special colorway on a general release. But Clark? She's getting a carefully timed, strategic 2-part rollout. And Nike is making sure she never fades from the spotlight. They're orchestrating this with precision. The first release hits as the WNBA season starts. The second arrives just as college basketball returns, ensuring Caitlin Clark's name dominates sports conversations all year long. Which leads to the big question: could this be leading us into Caitlin Clark's own signature shoe? The answer is looking more and more like a resounding yes. Nike isn't just dropping sneakers, they're laying the groundwork, collecting data, tracking demand, and setting the stage for what looks like a full-blown Caitlin Clark signature shoe in 2026. That's the play. This is the test phase. And so far, she's passing with flying colors. Now, why aren't we calling these signature shoes already? Great question. The answer reveals Nike's entire blueprint. What Clark has now are collaborations. That means she's customizing and co-signing existing silhouettes, specifically from the Kobe Pro line. She's bringing her flavor, her style, her story. But she's not yet designing from scratch. A signature shoe, by contrast, is built from the ground up. The tech, the fit, the look, all designed to reflect that one athlete's game, identity, and influence. That's the level Nike is moving toward. But they're not skipping steps. This isn't hesitation, it's strategy. It's the same formula Nike used with some of their biggest stars. Start with collabs to spark buzz, establish market traction, and then unleash the signature once the hype is undeniable and the audience is locked in. And with Clark, that day looks closer than ever, so don't get it twisted. This isn't Nike holding back. This is Nike positioning Clark methodically, masterfully, as the next face of basketball. Every drop, every colorway, every move is building something bigger. This isn't just about sneakers, this is about legacy. And Caitlin Clark is lacing up for something historic. Nike isn't just betting on women's sports, they're going all in. After a rough fiscal year, they're making a statement. And Clark? She's the reset button. The ratings magnet, the jersey seller, the arena filler, and soon-to-be sneaker slayer. 2025 is just the beginning. And make no mistake, this isn't just about two pairs of sneakers. This is about brand architecture. Nike is laying the foundation to elevate Clark from basketball superstar to cultural icon. The release dates aren't just when the shoes are ready. They're precision moments designed to dominate headlines and drive sales. What we're watching isn't a product launch. It's a coronation. Caitlin Clark isn't just wearing greatness. She's redefining it. And Nike is making sure the whole world watches her do it. Are you excited? Like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss out. Click the video on the screen, and we'll see you in the next one.